Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today, I said that a little bit Australian then, didn't I? I don't know why. Maybe Australia, maybe you're from Australia, maybe Australia means something to you. Today we're going to use some angel oracle cards along with the runes and the tarot cards. So let's get an idea of what this reading is about today, what we're working with, who we're working with, and what we have to say today. I hope you're all doing great. If you haven't already, please take this time to like and subscribe to my channel, so then it will tell you when I'm uploading any new videos. And what I love with YouTube is that videos just pop up that really align with what's going on at the moment with you sometimes. So yeah, if you subscribe, that can happen on there. Oh, we've got divine timing on the bottom. Oh, and no. So divine timing and then no. So I'm going to actually take that out. So let's see what this is all about then for you. We've got surrender on there as well. So I'm going to pick the runes first of all. So what is this person, what do they need to know about divine timing and why they're getting a no? So whatever's been on your mind as you started watching this video, then this could be a sign for you. Okay, we have Gebo. So with Gebo is a rune of giving and receiving, and it's about things in balance. It can be about sacred marriage. So this no, it might be along with divine timing, is kind of telling you maybe there's a need for more patience. Perhaps this is like you've got to wait for the timing to be right on this. It's like you can't force something. If something feels forced, then it's not really aligning, is it? So this is about allowing things to sort of unfold in accordance with divine timing. I'm going to read what it actually says in the book for the no, because I don't think I've ever seen that card before, if I'm honest. Okay, so the angels are drawing close at this time to help you recognise that the answer to the question on your mind is no. This is not the time to proceed. You may want to, but you're being encouraged to see beyond the current situation and understand that following through on your ideas may have a negative effect on the whole course of your life. Angels are swooping in because they want to save the day and save you a lot of heartache from a choice that is not heart-centred. If you're feeling upset or annoyed by this guidance, this is okay. You're allowed to have an emotional response, but in truth, there will be a part of you that already knows that what you are considering isn't the best use of energy. So it's saying, don't make plans, do not move forward, retreat and reflect, think deeply, seek the advice of those you love and trust and ask them to help you get to the bottom of the question or issue or decision that is before you. Do not make any sudden moves. This card is coming in to help you sustain your mental, emotional and spiritual energy and stay on the road to wholeness. Now there's something that came up in that as I was reading it that is a little bit of spirit trickster. And you know, if you've got a question on your mind, right, and you're thinking like, oh yeah, you know, I don't know, and I hear that a lot from people. They'll come in and sort of say, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is to this. And then you give them an answer that isn't the answer they wanted. And you can see them scrambling for any signs or anything to show them how they can turn that into actually what it is they wanted. And what we recognise there is that actually you do know what you want, and being told no has actually made you realise how much you do want that. Because the fact is, we all have choice. We all have a choice of go down this path or that path. You know, there's like the right path or the left path. Which one you're going to take? Now, if you sit there in and ahhing and going like, I don't know which path. And then somebody comes along and says, right, you're going to the left path. That's where you're going. You might turn around and be sort of like, but actually I always wanted the right path. I don't want to go left. So it's kind of making your mind up, isn't it? So by hearing no, it could actually be giving you the answer that you're looking for. Does that make sense? Okay. So with Gebo on here, this I feel is definitely a matter of the heart. It's something that's deep within your heart. So, you know, you might be watching this because it's divine timing. Right now is the time. I'm going to have a look on that one because I've got a feeling that that's going to tell us with divine timing that it's time to go. It's your life is always unfolding in the perfect time-space sequence. So, angel wisdom is encouraging you to move into a state of trust, knowing that good things are always unfolding for you. You may find yourself feeling impatient and unsettled, but instead of letting your ego and imagination pull you into a downward spiral, trust that your prayers are being answered and your plans are coming to fruition in a way that is meeting your needs rather than your wants. You may feel that your prayers aren't being answered or that your hopes aren't being realised, but you must know that the universe and your angels are always working towards your highest good, and the outcome will best serve you. When this card appears, trust in the process. Okay, so I feel the no and the divine timing is actually telling you to say, you already know the answer. Trust yourself. Trust this process. So let's see what other runes we have with this for you today. We have Tiwaz, which is commitment. So that's commitment to yourself above all else. It is where you have learnt the lessons and you are ready now to step forward with what you've learnt. And Bacano, which is a rebirth. So this could be a new beginning happening here. And let's get some tarot to see what we can get from there. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles literally just falling in my lap. So this can be a time where someone's perhaps been feeling a little bit left out into the cold, or all hope, I'll get my words out in a minute, all hope has been lost. Or maybe, you know, you haven't been able to access your heart. You feel like perhaps somebody's shut you out. You haven't been able to sort of maybe express yourself very well, you know, feeling very wounded, feeling the need for answers, basically. I just saw the Tower there as well and the Death card. So it's kind of like feeling that way was necessary for you to understand what it is that you want, to use that key to unlock things. So it's almost like actually it's brought you to a place of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Seeing the Tower in there is kind of like giving you a new perspective on things. It's changed, it's shaken everything up to the point where you are now realising where you want to be, what you want to do, where this is going. And I feel with the Death card there as well, it's kind of like that's allowed you to end something, to begin something brand new. We've got the Queen of Cups on the bottom as well. So this is something that's bringing you emotional fulfillment at this time and a lot of love and support. And that relates with Bacano as well. So whatever you've been working on here, it's bringing you all of those qualities. We've got the Moon as well, which I feel like you've been guided by the Moon quite a lot here. Maybe you've been following the moon cycles at this time. And this is about following your intuition too. It's almost like accessing the secrets within yourself and bringing them to light, bringing it out there. You know, committing to yourself and the journey that you're on. And I feel like now you are ready to form a bond here. You are ready to take some action and collaborate. This is people coming together, you know, working together. Maybe you've confided in people recently and it's helping you to make some decisions within your life. Oh, we've got the Emperor as well. So this is the divine masculine. So this is somebody that's stepping into their power, that is feeling quite secure. And again, you know, when we got that message on there, whatever the question was in your head, if no wasn't the answer that you were hoping for, then it tells you everything, doesn't it? Because you are in control of your life here. You can decide which path you take. Nobody can tell you that. But if you were being indecisive about something, you definitely aren't now. This is a time for action. This is a time for standing in your power. Yeah. So bringing that element into your life. But you are still, I feel there's still things that you are concerned about that are holding you back. You know, I feel like it's how you perceive how people feel about you. It's almost like there's these threads still attached to certain things and other people in your life that could be affecting this way forward for you. That's why you're questioning it. That's why you're questioning it. Because to you, the timing seems right, but something about this doesn't feel right in terms of timing. And you don't want to mess it up, is what I'm hearing. Is it's sort of like you don't want this to repeat a pattern from the past. And that's the concern here. So what is the outcome of this? Because now is a time for really standing in your power. If you want a new beginning here, you've got to stand up and say what it is that you want. That is an element of committing to yourself. Yeah, we've got the Tower on here, so expect sudden changes to occur here. Sudden changes that are brought about by inspiration. Something that has inspired you here to move forward, to do this. I nearly stuttered then. I feel like something needs to be said, but somebody is almost tripping up over their words, not able to get those words out. And I feel like there's a fear that once you open that door, that it's all going to come flooding out and it's going to wreck everything. So this is where the divine timing comes in. It's sort of like, you know, maybe going little steps as you move forward, constantly checking in with yourself that you're not maybe giving away too much or not holding back too much, getting that balance. So that's with Gebo again. It's, you know, creating that balance between giving and receiving. You know, if this is a conversation with somebody, it might be that you maybe ask a question, wait to receive an answer, and then ask another question, sort of thing. Sometimes if you delve too deep into one aspect, this is where this Tower moment's where your fear of things going wrong is gonna start to show. So there is there's a bit of a cloudy judgment over this as to whether it's right or wrong. And we've already established, you know, if no was not the answer that you wanted, then you know what your answer is. You know what your path is. Yeah, because you get to choose it. But there's an element of not wanting to take a bold movement here. There's a fear around that. Oh, but we have the 10 of Cups on the bottom. So there is, if you were concerned about this, there is wish fulfillment at the bottom. There is within you, you know that there is something about this that completes you, that you want, that you've been manifesting for some time. I'm getting an image of like coat hooks. I don't know if there's something about that, but maybe that's about somebody coming round to see you. You know, maybe somebody's been looking at the coat peg and thinking like, nobody ever comes to see me. Like it's always empty or it's always full of my stuff kind of thing. Something about a coat peg on there. And what fell out of the pack here? So we've got the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. So somebody here is looking for commitment, I feel. Somebody is looking for, it's like divine marriage. There's fear around a relationship I'm getting on this. Fear of stepping into something. Maybe for fear of rejection or fear of messing it up or fear of it not being, there's some hidden truth, isn't there? There's something that's not being spoken. That's a fear, but a space is being created for this to be transparent, for it to be seen. And we've got that tambourine there is kind of like reminding me of the wheel, which is sort of, you know, this is about fate and changes and things starting to come into completion and be, you know, with those wands there, it's just like it's been illuminated, it's been shown. But there is some indecision here, possible illusion as well as to what this actually is and whether it's good for you or not. Okay. So slowly, just move nice and slowly in the direction that feels right for you, that feels from the heart for you, because that's what I'm getting on here, is this is a time to move very slowly, but know that the end result is that 10 of Cups. You know, this, what you're thinking about, what's in your head right now, you know the answer. And because of divine timing, you don't have to rush into anything here. It's just allowing things to unfold in good time. Keep doing what you're doing and, you know, things happen. It's like, have you ever gone somewhere and, you know, you meet somebody for the first time, you know, that person was never available to you before, that person was never there before, and then suddenly there they are. Now, if you'd have done anything different in that day, you wouldn't have met that person at that point. That's divine timing. And I feel like you've been manifesting, asking for, potentially, maybe you've been asking God, maybe you've been asking Goddess, maybe you've been asking the trees, I don't know, but you've been manifesting a person to come into your life that is your true counterpart, that is your true soulmate. And you've been given an answer, whether that's come through in a dream or whether that's come through in music even, or that's come through in signs that you've seen. You've manifested that, and it's shown you everything. So if there's doubts around this now and you've been told like, no, how do you feel about that if I tell you no? And you're like, but I didn't want it to be a no, I wanted it to be a yes. Well, there you go. You manifested that. And the Knight of Pentacles is just allowing you to realise, you know, there is no rush here. If this is true, if this is from the heart, if this is from your soul, then nobody's going to be pushing this, nobody's going to be rushing on this, and it's just going to feel easy. It's just going to feel peaceful. And that might be very different to what you've experienced before. I can't believe that. I just sat there and this card is right on the top. I mean, it's not even like, I don't know how that happened because I didn't do that. I don't even know how that happened. But again, this is desires being fulfilled. This is something that you've wanted is actually being fulfilled for you. And do you know what's on the back? On the back, I kid you not, is the King of Cups, which is again emotional fulfillment. So desires met, wish fulfillment, and emotional fulfillment. Yeah, this is something for you that is bringing a lot of love and support and encouragement, and it's all in divine timing. You don't have to do anything. So if you're watching these videos wondering like, what should I do? What should I do? Nothing. Don't do anything. Just keep being yourself. Obviously, yes, if you want something to happen in your life, you have to take some form of action, but don't force anything. Nothing needs to be forced here. There is no timeline here. There's no cut-off or deadline that you have to meet. This is just going with the flow. And maybe in the past, you felt like there is some kind of deadline, or maybe you've always thought to yourself like, well, after this amount of time, we should be doing this, or after this amount of time. And maybe you felt a lot of pressure through doing that. There is no pressure here. There is no stress here. This is what I can see is letting go of restraint from the past. You have reached a higher level now. You are accessing more higher conscience with Tiwaz, and Bacano is bringing in something that's very nurturing, very loving, very emotionally fulfilling, and it's a new beginning. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that reading here today. If you would like to learn more on this, then please do get in touch. I can do you a personalised reading so we can get more deeper into what this actually means for you, because when it's a collective, I'm talking to more than one person here with, you know, different things going on. But if that resonated with you in some way, do get in touch and we can do a full reading to see what the outcome of this will be, and help you forward. Have a blessed day.